We have a bit of breaking news, and fortunately we have you with me so we can get your response. Just this hour, Fox News can confirm that the Biden administration plans to accuse Russia of a sustained effort to influence the 2024 presidential election, and that it will do so by using state-run media and other online platforms to target U.S. voters with disinformation. It's expected that the U.S. will make a series of moves today to address those issues. Talk to me. Why is that suddenly a concern now?
Well, why is it suddenly being brought to light? The truth about all of these influence operations from multiple hostile powers, right? That's the truth about all of this in this world that we live in today, which is you have Iran doing this and you have China doing this, and frankly, we do it to other countries as well. It's all going on, but yet just at this time, it's the Biden-Harris administration raises the specter once again of Russian interference because they know that plays to their base. And so I don't know the specific details. We haven't seen the details of what they're going to be talking about.
Right.
But we know that they're pushing it as a story and they're pushing it as a narrative because that's what they always do. Because you go back right to the beginning when Trump came on the scene, the total lies and disinformation that they pushed about Russia collusion. So I'm not saying there's nothing to this, but we know that everybody does it. So why are they highlighting only Russia?
That's such a great question, and it's contextually very important. We had 51 intelligence agents agree to the fact that the Hunter Biden laptop wasn't real. And we know that it's been used against Hunter Biden and part of a trial in which he was found guilty and now a convicted felon, the actual laptop. So we know it's real.
Yes.
Do you go after them? Do you go after Iran for what it's doing potentially online to prop up Harris through its propaganda? Is the list long or short?
Exactly, and the really deep point, actually, that in relation to all this, and you just highlighted it there, Harris, is because of the way that they've behaved, the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Justice, all these people, over the years, we now know, totally biased and in the tank and trying to both stop Trump from being elected and once he was elected to undermine his administration. We know that they were doing it. That means that we no longer trust them. We do not trust any of these people or any of these institutions because we know that they've been completely corrupted. And that's the real tragedy of all of this.
But it also gives the left, as you pointed out, that familiar mantra of Russia, Russia, Russia. They're not going to concentrate on the areas where our own people fell down on protecting our election independence. They're not going to concentrate on Iran because, you know, God forbid you tick off the uncommitted viewers and voters even more so. No, you're going to go after the low-hanging fruit of getting everybody to chant against Donald Trump again. And look, you and I have said this before. When it comes to these agencies, how sad it is that a few at the top taint what thousands of people are doing at the FBI and these other agencies.
But they really have tainted it. That's the truth. We cannot trust them. We need a complete clear out. They are institutionally corrupted, and it's rotting from the top. And it looks like there's no change. Nothing's got better. The same people are still in charge. It needs to be totally cleared out before we can trust these important institutions ever again.
62 days until the next national election. We got to get it right. Steve Hilton, thank you.
Thank you, Harris.
All right. Former President Donald Trump's election interference case. Speaking of which, he's got a lot of cases and court dates coming up, and this one resumes tomorrow with a revised indictment following the U.S. Supreme Court immunity ruling. So we're going to watch that closely. How could that affect this case? Tomorrow, as I mentioned, will be 61 days until the election. 62 today, and we'll just continue to count forward. Plus, this from Senator Kamala Harris.